My name is Josh Wood. I'm from Texas, Border, Texas to be exact. Coming from a losing program in high school and Little League, I've learned losing and winning. There ain't much difference in it. The only difference is, when you lose a game, you leave the field with so much more than when you won it. I mean, even when I have my best games at home, I felt content. But here, when I have good games, I can't wait to get in that room with Mayden and let him tell me how I did wrong. And this team has brought so much diversity together and just live as a family. And that's amazing to me. I mean, it's just awesome.
One more time, I want you to know that He keeps blessing me. In the morning, He's blessing me. Every afternoon, yeah, He's all that I see. Hey, He's blessing me. Well, He's blessing me. Hey, I thank you, Jesus, for blessing me.
Hey everybody, my name is Josh Locks. I played for Coach Mayden in 99, 2000, 2001. I didn't go to Neon High School, I went to Whitney Young High School, where I coach now. It's amazing seeing everybody here. Eddie, you talked about how much you just learned about putting in effort and how much that mattered. Corey, you talked about just people of every race and culture. And just some of the things we learned. When I did my tribute, we did the video tributes to Coach, I described playing for him as just elevated love, right? Because it was like, I know I love baseball in such a way where nothing else matters, like your size, your speed, your race, where you live, where you go to school. None of that mattered. It was just, are you here for it? And it was the first time I had been around 100% people on a team that felt that way. You guys, X remembered me. Like, holy shit, X remembered who I was. I was like, that. I could leave now. That was what people cared about, is, are you willing to put in 100% of yourself? I remember taking the Addison bus to the Red Line, to the 87th Street bus, or sometimes getting off downtown and taking the number 6 just to get to those practices at South Shore or that field by 87th. And I'll never forget, one time I asked, there was a guy who would give people rides home, and I said, hey, can you just take me to the Red Line? And he was like, sure. And so that was when I was first introduced to Harold's Chicken. And I'm mad that they didn't cater, Coach. I don't remember if we sat at the park or we sat at wherever we are, but we ate, and I made the fry. I got taught about fry sandwiches and whatever. And at that point, it was probably 8:30 at night, and they looked at me and they kind of said, I don't think we should put you on the Red Line right now. And I didn't see a problem with it. I was like, I'd take the Red Line, I don't care. So they ended up driving me home to the north side, and that happened a bunch of times. And I think, to me, that's because we had all found our people. Like, even though I didn't play with only but a few of you guys, I played with only a few of the guys in this room. It's like, these are our people, and that's something that, Coach, you did. And the story that I want to tell actually doesn't involve Coach Mayden, but it shows how important you are. You mentioned his legacy. I think this shows it. So this was the fall of my freshman year at college. Coach said that we were going to play in a tournament in Washington Park. So I took my butt to Washington Park, and I'm at the field the coach told us to be at, and there was me, one other guy, and nobody else, no Coach Mayden, nothing. And this was before you could check your phone to see the bracket or whatever. So finally we got in touch with him, and he's like, no, I canceled it. I told you guys. We're like, okay, sure you did, Coach. But me and this other dude are there. We're like, we got our stuff. So there's games going on, and so we go to the guy who was coaching. We say, hey, we're here. We were supposed to play with Coach Mayden. Do you need anybody? And he goes, well, if y'all are good enough for Mayden, y'all are good enough for me. And that was the start of an incredible experience in my life. That coach was Rick Anderson of the Chicago Orioles in the Skyscraper League. Any of you guys Skyscraper guys? Remember? So, X, you played, right? So we were you guys who played Skyscraper, you'll know what this means. We were the Black Orioles. And the Skyscraper League was the greatest experience of my life besides playing with Coach, because that was D1 players who used that as their summer league. It was guys who had just got cut from the minor leagues trying to stay sharp enough to get re-signed. And it was former pros who just, you got that demon in you that needs you to be around the game still. And then there was me, right? Like I certainly didn't belong physically, but again, you talked about it, Eddie, like I could give 100% of myself to whatever it needed to be. You need a pinch runner, I'm your guy. You need a bullpen catcher, I'm your guy. And those people recognize that in me. And to be, you know how it is. We talk about having mentors. You know how it is to be in your early 20s and to have older men who understand you, who you can talk to, and who respect you and you can learn from. And those friendships, those guys were at my wedding. Those guys are guys who went to my dad's funeral. Like these are our people. These are our people. And I had no business being there with them, truly. I mean, physically, baseball talent-wise, I had no business being there with them, but because I told them that I played for you, I was able to find my people in that period of my life. So again, you talk about a legacy. That's how important your name is that people can just say your name and it opens doors to incredible experiences. So thank you for putting this together and thank you for everything you've done for all of us.
All right, our Group 3 honorees, step forward, please. Sinead Vincent, William Betty Stewart, Vernell Harvey, Sonny Drew Beta, Nate Moore, Derek Cooper, Tony Hines, Melvin Graves, Quentin McLean, Matthew Frazier, Trevor Bradley, Xavier Burns, Xavier Roman, James Breeze Thornton, David Lyons, Jerry Naughton, and Michael Pettis. All right, this is the 2026 Coach Mayden's first team all-tournament team. First team, as I unveil our first team all-tournament team shirts. Thank you. First honoree. In 1984, Coach Mayden's first tournament team took the field in Cincinnati, Ohio for the AABC Regionals, and he was the starting pitcher. Coach Mayden describes him as the little fella with the biggest heart. A graduate of Chicago Vocational High School, the real blue and gold for all y'all. Class of 1987, William Fetty Stewart. Next gentleman, he graduated from Leo High School here in Chicago, Illinois, and as a player who never sought attention, he delivered when it mattered the most. In 1986, our team in Chillicothe, Ohio, for the CABA World Series, he was the starting pitcher in Game 1 against California. A Major League Baseball draft pick by the New York Mets out of high school, which Mayden describes as a quiet and low-key guy, but known to get the job done. Mr. Nate Vincent. Our next honoree was a graduate from Whitney Young High School in 1993 and established himself as one of the premier pitchers in the Chicago Public League system. His excellence on the mound earned him Cy Young Award honors at Whitney Young in both 1992 and 1993. He continued his baseball career at Kishwaukee Junior College as a proud member of Coach Mayden's baseball family in the 1990s. Mr. Sonny Drew Beta. Next honoree graduated from Hyde Park High School and was a talented left-hand pitcher whose future appeared very bright. Unfortunately, arm injuries interrupted what many felt could have been an extraordinary baseball career. But as many successful people do, he found another path. Today, he is the owner of his own trucking company. The lefty and standout entrepreneur, Mr. Darnell Harvey. Chicago Vocational High School class of 1997, where this next gentleman established himself as one of the most accomplished catchers in school history. An all-city and all-state catcher, he was a key member in the 1987 Chicago Public League Championship team. He attended Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He quickly earned a reputation as one of the most feared hitters in the SWAC. He was inducted into the Chicago Vocational High School Baseball Hall of Fame in 2025, Mr. Nate Moore. The next honoree, a graduate of Hyde Park High School. He was a catcher in the 1984 AABC Regional Tournament in Cincinnati, Ohio, and again in 1987 at the CABA World Series in Euclid, Ohio. He played the game with toughness, heart, and determination, leaving it all on the field every single game. A proud and lifetime member of Coach Mayden's baseball family in the 1980s, Mr. Derek Cooper. The next honoree graduated from Hyde Park High School in 1993, where he established himself as one of the most premier catchers in the city. A 3-year starting catcher, his talents earned him an opportunity to continue his baseball career and academic career at Shaw University. He was a 4-year starter, 2-time All-Conference selection, and a 2-time recipient of the school's Most Outstanding Player Award. Please join me in recognizing this former standout catcher in the program in the 1980s, Mr. Tony Hines. Played on Coach Mayden's team from 1980, earning Bachelor of Arts in Administration of Justice and a Master's in Science and Counseling. He later earned a doctorate in social work from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. For more than 33 years, he has dedicated his life in helping others, practicing clinical psychologist and therapist. In recognition of his accomplishments, both on and off the field, he was inducted into the Chicago Vocational High School Baseball Hall of Fame in 2025. Dr. Melvin Graves, Jr. The next honoree graduated from Finger High School and played first base with determination and consistency.
Wow, honeys.
He continued his education and baseball career at Olive Harvey College, where he played under Coach Mayden. In addition to his college career, he was also a valued member of the program in the late 1990s, Mr. Quentin McLean. Just a country boy from Flatwoods, Kentucky, and now Beckley, West Virginia, he brought the team talent, hard work, and dedication with every team he played on. He participated in Coach Mayden's summer baseball program and later continued his baseball career under Coach Mayden at Olive Harvey College. He earned his degree from Alice Lloyd College in Kentucky. His commitment to the game and his teammates made him a respected leader and a member of the program both on and off the field, Mr. Matt Frazier. Next recipient graduated from Washington High School class of 1992 and played shortstop with skill and determination. He continued his education and baseball career at Central State University in Ohio. During the 1990s, he was a valued member of Coach Mayden's baseball program. Please join me in recognizing a former shortstop, proud member of the program, Mr. Xavier Roman. The next recipient graduated from Kenwell High School and played shortstop under Coach Mayden in the mid-1990s. Known for his athleticism, leadership, and competitive spirit, he made important contributions whenever he played. Today, he continues to give back to the game as an elite youth baseball coach, Mr. Shaka Bradley. He was out of town in the tournament in Detroit that he was playing, so Coach Mayden will accept the award on his behalf. next honoree graduated from Hyde Park High School in 1993 and earned recognition as an all-selection baseball player. His outstanding play earned him selection in the prestigious Chicago Public Schools All-Star team. He continued his baseball career at Kishwaukee College and Central State University. His accomplishments included being named a two-time All-Region player. His talents ultimately attracted professional attention. He was selected by the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 13th round of the Major League Baseball draft. Please welcome from Bakersfield, California, a proud member of this program from the 90s, Mr. Xavier Burke. He graduated from Mendel High School and played for Coach Mayden during the early 1990s. He could do it all. He brought versatility, athleticism, and leadership to every game. Whether playing outfield or infield, he was a leader on the field and off the field. His teammates respected him. He represented the program with pride and professionalism. After his playing days, he returned to the game and coached with me. Today, he is the head baseball coach at Neatwood Valley High School. Mr. James Breeze Thornton. Next recipient attended Lynn Bloom High School class of 1987 and played for Coach Mayden in the early 80s. On the baseball field, he was known for being quiet. He never needed to say much because his bat did all the talking. When he made contact, the baseball exploded off the bat, leaving pitchers shaking their head. Coach Mayden said when describing his hitting ability, when that ball saw him coming to the plate, he would cry, "Oh no, not him." Mr. David Lyons. The next player is from Chicago, Illinois, but now currently resides in Lancroft, New Jersey. He graduated from Marist High School. He was a member of the program in the mid-90s. He was a power hitter who solidified the middle of the lineup, hitting home runs. His personality and his smile were the breath of fresh air as he commanded respect from the entire team. A valued member of this baseball team and one of the strongest arms I've ever seen, Mr. Jerry Norton.
This next one is a special friend. I've been knowing him since, man, I think we were 6 years old, one block away from each other. I think I might have spent the night over his house all the time. He spent the night at my house all the time. We ate pizza together. We played every game you can name. This is a little bit more sentimental for me because our families were like one, and we watched each other grow up. We walked the Little League baseball every day. Very competitive. He would say, he would jock all the pictures, the great pictures of the league. And I'd tell him I'd hit a home run off all of them, including him. This guy had the best curveball you ever want to see. But I had to talk him into throwing me a fastball in order for me to hit him. And just to share a time we had a game, I think it was an all-star game against each other, two separate teams. And I told him, don't dare throw me a fastball. But I didn't want the curveball, so I was talking that mess, but I didn't want the curveball. He went up there and threw me that curveball. It was a strike. And he snuck a fastball by me. And his big mistake was to try to do another one. My body was just like this as we all watched the ball travel to no man's land. I was known for a little better hitter than most. But this guy right here, he did the same thing. He went up to bat against me. I was pitching. He was swinging the wind like it was no other. And I snuck one by him, and sure enough, he got me. Put mine over the fence as well. So he was always evening it up. It was always side by side. This guy is Torrance Stennis. Now, Torrance holds a distinctive that no one else in this program can claim. As Coach Mayden said, he was the first player that he had to take his belt off for to discipline. That was true. And yes, before anybody asks, it's in the books. It's in his book. Now that the book didn't mention any names, it simply tells the stories that share some of the most memorable events that occurred throughout the years with Michael Mayden, Coach Mayden. But if you read the chapter about the road trip to Chillicothe, Ohio, involving a girl in a car, well, let's say that was Torrance Stennis. He was a stud. Despite the youthful adventure, Torrance grew up into the program's most respected players and a longtime member of Coach Mayden's baseball family. A few years ago, Torrance called Coach Mayden with exciting news. He was getting married in Cancun, Mexico, and wanted Coach to attend the wedding. Then just a few weeks later, he called back and asked for an even bigger request. He asked Coach to officiate the ceremony. Coach gladly accepted. As Coach often says, I only show up because you're my guy. And by the way, Coach would like everyone to know that he had a wonderful time in Cancun, and he brought his sister with him as well. Thank you for the invitation and for allowing me to be a part of your special occasion. Much love from Michael Mayden. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming a longtime player, my best friend, Torrance Stennis. And you tell how we connected at the hips. We did not plan to dress alike today. So let's tell you how this wasn't planned. So he got the memo.
Good people, good people. I am Torrance Stennis. Coach Mayden and I met. Actually, Coach actually stole 3 players from another league, and I'm glad that you did. I'm glad you did. Chillicothe, Ohio. Wasn't much to do back then. Play baseball and watch the pretty girls. I came across a pretty girl. Her name was, or is, Kirby Elizabeth James. Oh my God, this girl was gorgeous. Had you been there, you would understood what I'm talking about. So that's okay. That's all right. I stole away. Kirby stole me away for about 2 hours, and they couldn't find me. They was looking for me, they couldn't find me. It didn't dawn on me that I had been gone that long. But then the sun had started going down. And I said, hey, I got to get back. I met her parents. It was wonderful. Yeah, it was wonderful. She showed me, it wasn't much to do in Chillicothe. So when I got back, everybody was in the parking lot looking for me. And I said, something must be going on. So let me find out what's going on. Pull on up in here. Coach came to me and he says, boy, where you been? I said, Coach, I wasn't gone for that long. And he said, had anything happened to you, what would I tell your mother? At that time, it dawned on me that I had to take responsibility and accountability for myself. And I apologized to him immensely. But the guys that I played ball with, they saw how embarrassed I was. And they talked with me, and we went on about our day. But Coach, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being such a mentor to me and the rest of the guys. We've come a long way. The program has come a long way. And without you, it wouldn't have happened. I thank you for being a father figure to me. My mother, she talked about you all the time, bless her rest of her soul. And we love you. We do, and I thank you. I thank you for taking the time out to come and officiate with me and my queen I thank you, and I love you. God bless you.
John Feliciano, aka Jay Felice, you know, pitcher, first base, third base, EH, DH, you know how I do. About to be a freshman in college, South Suburban, pitcher only, you know.
You sound like an all-around player, utility player, huh?
Yeah, that's how I do, you know.
What you got right there in your hand?
I got this nice trophy from Florida, you know, should have been first place, but we got fourth place, it's all good.
Yeah, what did you do out there in Florida?
You know, I did my thing, you know, got some hits, threw some innings on the mound, came back off a day's rest, got the W, no decision, but we won the game. It's all good, though.
I know you've been playing all across the Midwest and the East Coast, and the last tournament next week is going to be in Pennsylvania. Tell me how excited you are about that tournament in Pennsylvania.
I'm stoked, completely stoked. I'm ready for the World Series. Been training for this my whole life.
What's the last thing you'd like to say to our audience out there in Chicagoland?
Last thing I'd like to say to my audience in Chicagoland, never give up. Fight when others prosper, okay? This isn't the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. Satchel Paige All-Stars, baby, 2013.
My name is Jonathan Hoops from San Diego, California. I'm a sports medicine chiropractor. I met Coach Mayden back in early 2000. I think that's something that, you know, I always could tell about Coach Mayden is he loved baseball and he loved helping and getting some exposure for young athletes. And, you know, my hat is off to a noble and awesome man and a really noble career that's pretty amazing, 40 years. My experience was, you know, I gotta travel all over. You know, I was born and raised in San Diego, California, so I didn't really leave much of that location. By the time I was, you know, 18 when I first started playing with Coach Mayden. So my experience was pretty awesome. You know, it opened my eyes to a lot of things. I got to see a lot of different states along the whole East Coast, from Canada, like drove all the way into Canada for tournaments, and all the way down to Florida, and pretty much every state in between. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, man, you really got to just let me know anytime you come out to Cali. And if I ever make it up to Chicago, I'm looking you up too, but thanks, Coach.